In this video, I'm going to show you how to use StartFishingToday.com to get all the information you need for a California fishing license. I'm going to show you how to see what all the names of the licenses are, all the stamps, how much they are, how to get them. So let's get started. So on StartFishingToday.com, the homepage, what you're going to do is at the top here, you see this tab, Start or Fishing License. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And then for the sake of this video, with it being for California, we're going to look down here, see this blue California button. We're going to go ahead and click on that. This will direct you to the homepage for the California fishing license. And first thing you're going to see is how much is a fishing license in California. Well, fishing license in California can range anywhere from just under $8 for a veteran's fishing license to just over $900 for a lifetime fishing license. So let's take a look at all the resident and non-resident fishing licenses and prices that are available. Each of the pages, so for example, this page for California starts with page contents. Each of these green lines here, our items, is a direct link to that section of the website. So this one will go to resident sport fishing, this resident lifetime, non-resident sport fishing, fishing report cards, California fishing regulations, where to buy a license, and lastly, California frequently asked questions. So I'm not going to go through I'm not going to scroll up to each and every one of these. So we'll start with the resident sport fishing license so you could see what these links do. So I'll click on that, and it drops you down to the section for how much does a fishing license cost in California. Before I go any further on these, I'm actually got to do a quick pricing disclosure here. We do our best to stay current on all these prices, but they can change with or without notice to us. The prices you see below may or may not be the exact current prices for the license listed. StartFishingToday.com is an aggregator of information for you, the viewers, to make it easier and faster to find the fishing license you're looking for, see how much they are, how to get them quickly. In our experience, there are several states in the United States where getting the information on your own is quite difficult. And so again, the whole point of these pages on Start Fishing Today was to make it easier for you, the viewer. So again, we'll start now by section. How much does a fishing license cost in California? Well, if you see here, this is just for the resident sport fishing license. There aren't that many, but there are enough to where, with descriptions and definitions of each license, that it can be very confusing. In the state of California, the main fishing license to get is the California Resident Sport Fishing License, which is required for anyone 16 years of age or older. Currently, it's $52.60. Now, each of these prices, as we noted above, can change, but if they do change, we've seen as much as a 5% increase, but generally, if they do increase, it's anywhere between 0.5% to maybe as much as 3% change. So not a huge amount, but definitely we do our best to find them whenever they're changed. We regularly check, probably quarterly or semi-annually. So all the prices on these pages should be very accurate, if not identical to what is currently showing. But again, just to go back to it, there is only one main license to get. So this will get you a sport fishing license. But in order to fish, say, saltwater in California, you do have to also purchase the California Ocean Enhancement Validation stamp. Again, definition: required to fish in ocean waters south of Santa Barbara County, and an ocean enhancement validation is not acquired when fishing under the authority of 1 or 2 day sport fishing license. So you do not need this if you're going to purchase the 1 day or the 2 day. Okay, now I'm not going to go through all of these, but there is one thing that I do want to note before I continue down to the next section, is this 2 day license. If you're gonna get a 2 day license and you possibly plan on fishing for a 3rd or 4th day, I definitely recommend doing the annual, which is this one, because if you look at this, this is 2 days. So if you come and do a two-day sport fishing license, so you do this 2 separate times, right there, that's $54, $53. So that's already more than the annual. So you might as well buy the annual. It's going to save you money in the long run. Okay. So we're going to go down and scroll down here. If you actually 2 things to note. If you want to do a second rod validation, so you want to fish 2 rods in the state of California, saltwater, you can do as many as you want. Freshwater, you do need to get this stamp, and you can fish with 2 rods, 2 lines in inland waters, except for waters which are only artificial lures or barbless hooks may be used. So again, saltwater, as many rods as you want. Freshwater, you do need to get this California second rod validation, and in freshwater, you can only fish with a maximum of 2 poles or 2 rods. Okay, next section. How much is a lifetime fishing license in California? Well, there are only 4 different age groups, and they separate lifetime fishing license in age groups. So the first one is 0 through 9, then you got 10 through 39, 40 through 61, and 62 plus. So at any age of a lifetime, you can purchase a lifetime fishing license. What's the best value? Without question, it's the 0 through 9, which is just a little bit under $580. But if you don't get it, the next best one is definitely 40 through 61 in terms of price, at just a hair over 800. But the most expensive one, as expected, would be that age 10 through 39, when most individuals are actively fishing, and that one's going to be just shy of $950. But again, you can go and get one at age 62 or over, and that's going to be the same price at just under $580 as it is for 0 through 9. Okay, next section. How much is a non-resident fishing license in California? And what you'll see here is a lot of these licenses for non-resident are similar to what they were for resident. Right away, you'll see that there is an additional one here for the California non-resident 10-day, which these are all consecutive days. You can't split them up. Like, you can't do 5 days here, skip 3 days, do another 5 days. You have to do these consecutive. And this one is for the 10-day, happens to be just the same as the resident yearly. But if you want even a non-resident annual, that's going to be $142.05. Okay, and again, same thing with a resident. If you want to fish ocean as well as freshwater with an annual license, you are going to need, or even the 10-day, you're going to need to get this California Ocean Enhancement Validation stamp. Okay. Next section, how much is a fishing report card in California? So report cards are required for any person, whether you're 2 years old, 20 years old, 40 years old, 15 years old, doesn't matter. Whether you have a fishing license or not, you are required to have a report card when you're fishing for steelhead, sturgeon, or going for abalone, spiny lobster, or fishing for salmon. Like I said just a few seconds ago, every person fishing for these species must have the appropriate report card. That includes children under the age of 16 who are not required to have a fishing license, as well as those that are 16 or over requiring a fishing license. Okay. It also applies to persons that are fishing from a public pier and anyone who is fishing on the free fishing day. So in California, most fishing piers do not require a fishing license. You can fish there for free. But if you do happen to be fishing somewhere where you're going for steelhead, sturgeon, salmon from a pier, if you were to catch one from a pier, you do have to have that report card to do so. Okay. And here are the listing of the report cards. Currently, the abalone fishery is closed, so you cannot purchase these. As soon as, if that's updated anytime, we're going to for sure update that. But the 3 others that you can get, or the 4 other 4 others that you can get, again, sturgeon, salmon, steelhead, and the spiny lobster report cards. Okay, scroll down. Fishing regulations. Now, we decided not to put all of the fishing regulations as a whole onto StartFishingToday.com because simply it would cause you or require the user to scroll a ton. It'd require a lot of information, and it's just easier this way because of the way California and most of the other states do this. And I'll click on this link a little bit later to show you how this works. But here's a section where you could see the saltwater and freshwater fishing regulations for California. Next section, where can I buy a fishing license? Currently, the two ways to buy a fishing license are online, so you could use the California State's online portal, or you can go visit a licensed agent and purchase from a person at a location. And I'll click on these here shortly and show you how each of those works. All the information listed above here, as we noted, we are an aggregator of the information. So all this had to be found somewhere, right? So all that information you see up there is currently on the California Department of Fish and Wildlife website. And if you do want to find that information out, feel free to go click on this link and it'll take you to that information. You can find it on your own and do your own research if you so choose, which you're entirely entitled to. Next section, last section, frequently asked questions. Each of these pages has a list at the bottom of some of the most frequently asked questions, and to start every page off with, we start with the age one. At what age do I need a fishing license to fish in California? In California in particular, all persons 16 years of age or older are required to possess a valid fishing license while fishing in California. As noted there, required to possess. California has not yet adopted the digital-only format of carrying a fishing license. So when you do purchase one, you will have to possess the physical form in case you are checked by a warden at any time while fishing. Now, as you can see here, there's about 5 other questions. And at any moment, we could add another one or 2 or 3. Just depends on, if we get a comment or a question, or if we find something that even we didn't know that we feel is important enough to put on the website, we'll definitely add that in here. So again, you see 6. Tomorrow there could be 7, or 2 months from now there could be 7 or 8 or whatever. But definitely check down here to see if any of your questions are answered. If not, and you have another question, please feel free to send us a note, either comment under on the comment section under the video, or you could send us an email directly to startfishingtodayusa@gmail.com. Okay, now that we've gone through the entire structure of the website from top to bottom, I'm going to go ahead and show you how the links work on the page. So we'll scroll up to the top here, and say you wanted to buy the California Resident Sport Fishing License. You're going to go ahead and you see this Buy Now button. You're going to go ahead and click on that. That's going to open up a separate tab that'll take you directly to the online sales and service portal for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. You can feel free to view all the information here. This is just kind of little terms and definitions and whatnot. Like I said, definitely if you want to go ahead and read through those. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this online sales and service button. This is where it all starts. So say you want to say you already have your license, but you want to purchase another one or add on to it, you can click this customer login/register. Here, what you're going to do, if you want to say buy a new license because you already have one, you're going to go ahead and put your date of birth, last name, click next. Then you're going to input your Go ID number and all that stuff and log you into your own account where you can purchase the extra options. But say you wanted to purchase as a guest, or you're new here, new to California, buying it for the first time, a couple different choices. You can click continue as guest here, or at the top, you can click on guest up here. So since I'm already up here, I'm going to click on guest, and you should definitely read all this information. And you're going to scroll down here to the bottom, and you're going to select what option you want. So sport fishing, you can add that license, the 365-day gift voucher. You can definitely look at all these other options of purchasing a license. You can click on purchase license up here. Okay, so that's how you go through buying the license and getting it sent to you. After you purchase, you will get a temporary that you'll be able to print. You're going to hold that until your physical license is mailed to you, usually within 7 to 10 business days. in which you have to dispose or get rid of the temporary one and keep the actual physical one that they mail you in your possession. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click out of this tab, and we're going to scroll down a little bit. Now you see here California resident reduced fee licenses, and basically these three right here, and it says $7.98 or no fee directly at their offices. So if you want to see what offices are available to buy these at, you can click on this link. It'll open up a separate tab, and it'll show you where specifically which California Department of Fish and Wildlife office you can go to and purchase that at. Okay, I'm going to exit this tab. I'm going to continue scrolling down. Okay. Now we are to the California saltwater and freshwater fishing regulations section. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, say, freshwater. All right. This takes you to the regulations page for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. I was going to put the links specifically to these sections, but there was really no reason to, because all it's going to do is drop you right on this page or right on this part again. And if you do click on this, each of these tabs, it's just going to drop you to that section of the page. So there's no real reason for me to click on these because they're all right here. So let's say, for instance, you're, again, wanting freshwater sport fishing regulations. It's a PDF. So you're just going to go ahead and you would click on this. It's going to open up that tab. And here's all the information. Okay. Now, a quick way to navigate to what you're looking for. Let's say you want to find the information, any information available on trout. What I recommend is within this tab, go ahead and press on your keyboard the Control F. And here you're going to go ahead and type in the word trout. Unfortunately, because trout is there's so much information on trout, and again, this is why we didn't put it on our website, is just on the regulations itself. There are 605 instances that mention trout. What you can do is you could either press down and it shows you all the instances where trout is. So you could see as I click that button, that word trout is highlighted. And again, 605 instances of trout. So feel free to try different typing, different verbiage to get exactly what you're looking for. Okay, so that's the trout. That's how to get to and view the fishing regulations for California. I'm going to go ahead and exit this tab now and go down to online. This online button is the same thing as these buy now buttons, just so you're aware. Okay, so I'm not going to click on that one. Licensed agent. Say you're looking for just to purchase a regular license. You don't want to go online. You can go ahead and click on this button. It'll open up a different tab. Let's say you're in the state of city of Sacramento, or county. Yeah, I guess city. You could do county as well. Sacramento, and you press search. You can also fill any of these information based on this. Say you want to go to Big 5, right? You can type Big 5 there, click search, and I'll narrow it down to just the Big 5 locations. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete Big 5. I'm going to press search again, just so you can see just the overall extensive list of places you can buy a California fishing license. So we have the Big 5 ones there. We have Dick's Sporting Goods, Turner's, and again, these are all in Sacramento, and you could filter or narrow down as much as possible. Okay, so that's how you get your fishing license from a licensed agent. I'm going to go ahead and exit this tab, and I'm going to go down to, I guess we'll stay right here because this is information I've already went over what's on that. So the last thing I want to show is this green button, the View Special Offers and Discounts button, which you'll see throughout the website and throughout this California page. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and click on this. This is our special offers and discounts that we get through our affiliate partners. Full disclosure, when you get to this page, we do receive a commission on any sales from partner links below, and I will thank you in advance for all the support. These affiliates are ordered alphabetically, so there are no affiliates that get preferential treatment for larger discounts or bigger discounts or specific discounts to us, 100% alphabetical. So the first one you see, Bubba here, their offer is free shipping on all orders. Excellent. I use Bubba electric knife. I love it. It's amazing. I am horrible at filleting myself, so these knives really help me a lot. Phoenix Lighting. They have actually an exclusive offer through us. We work with them to get a 10% off all orders discount. All you have to do is click on these links, go through their website, add stuff to the cart, and at checkout, add the code AFSFT10, and you'll get 10% off. Next one, and I'm not going to go through the whole list, I'm just showing you a few examples. But Fish USA, I'm sure you're familiar with it. If you're not, I strongly recommend you taking a look, as they branded themselves America's Tackle Shop. They're a huge tackle shop, extensive inventory, and their general offer is up to 90% off their clearance section, which you can view that by clicking this link here. I know there's a few others, Grundon's Cast King, Midland Radios, Murph Electric Bikes, which we have a $200 off order there. Mustad is one. It's a general offer of free shipping on all orders $50 or more, but we also worked with them to get an exclusive 20% off order site-wide. So when you click on either of these three links, whatever you put into your order cart, before you check out, make sure to include the code SFT20, and you'll get 20% off your entire order every single time. Okay, so again, there's quite a few different affiliates here. Definitely take a look. We're very proud of what we have here. A lot of great products, great companies. Again, Arctic Coolers, ScentLock, Sims. Everybody's familiar with Sims, or at least most people are familiar with Sims. They have great offers. 15% off your first order of 100 more, free shipping on all orders of 100 or more. But yeah, so definitely take a look. A lot of companies you're familiar with, few you probably aren't, or many you probably aren't. There's a lot of money to be saved with these offers and coupons, so definitely take a look. And yeah, so again, thank you for looking. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something. I hope this helps you get a fishing license easier for California. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. We're always looking for ways to improve the website and make it easier for you, the viewer, to understand and find what you're looking for. But I guess there's only one thing left to say, and that would be, now it's your turn. Go get some. You. Thanks for watching.